Pastor Sam here, and a friend of mine asked me, why are you doing these spirituality things? And at first I was kind of taken aback by the question. Well, I mean, why would he question me? And then I thought, but it's a legitimate question. I mean, why am I doing these Pastor Sam sermons? It's good to know. Why? Why am I doing this? Now, I mean, it's a question you should always be asking the question, why are you doing anything? Now, there's certain things that you do that you probably don't need to question, like, for example, why do I eat breakfast or lunch? Because you need to eat and need to nourish yourself. But you might ask, why am I having a certain thing for breakfast or lunch? Why do I have chicken every day for the last 2 years? Well, that had something to do with being in isolation and being in the pandemic. But when it comes to something like this, it's like you should question yourself, not because you want to question yourself, but you really should be clear on the reasons why you're doing this. Now, I've had a number of thoughts. One is I want to help people understand faith, morality, and spirituality. But the truth is, there's already enough people out there who are dealing with these things and giving people information. Now, there may be, in fact, too many people there, and some people who are not quite sincere with what they want to do. They want to be seen. They don't want to actually give you anything. And that's, there's enough egomaniacs out there. We don't need another. Another one is, well, maybe I have a unique spin on faith, morality, and spirituality. I really doubt it. Mankind, man and female kind, or whatever, the humankind have been trying to come up with answers on faith, morality, and spirituality for thousands of years. And they've gone through many iterations. There's paganism, to name a few. Now, paganism is an interesting one because it believes that every little object had its own god, which I think, if you ever scream at your keys to your car, you're giving them an awful lot of spiritual power. So, I think we still have a pagan hangover. There's Judaism, there's Islam, there's Christianity. They all have their own unique thing. Am I really going to be that unique? Of 6 billion people in the world, am I going to be so unique that the world's going to stand up and say, oh my goodness, Pastor Sam, you are here to give us something unique? No. My thinking is an amalgam of all the other people's thinking. So really all I'm doing is just sort of moving the spiritual faith, morality feast around. Like Ernest Hemingway, morality is a movable feast. Or something's a movable feast, and it's something to do with morality and faith. Now, also, I want to bring people together. I want to be kind of a lightning rod, a place for communities to come together and discuss these things. No, there's already enough communities and threads and this and that to discuss faith, morality, and spirituality. You don't need another. It's just another bud or another cul-de-sac out there in the suburbia of faith, spirituality, and morality. Now, I've also thought, well, maybe these mini-sermons are going to do some good in the world. Well, yes, I do hope they do good. I mean, I'd be a sociopath if I thought I was doing this to deceive people to do something bad, sort of like Hannibal Lecter. But no, I'm not. There's already enough of these things to do good. So I'm just adding another mechanism to do good. And in fact, all of these things that I've listed now, helping people, unique perspective, bringing people together, helping people, they're more rationalizations on why I would be doing this. It's the way I go, well, someone would say it, I go, well, I'll give you a rationalization. The real reason, when I get right down to it, and it's kind of a selfish reason to be quite honest. I have, being Pastor Sam, I go, Well, Pastor Sam, you're being kind of selfish. You're using this as a way to discover your views on faith, morality, and spirituality. And you're using it to discover new things. Like you'll read a book by Peter Hitchens, who's Christopher Hitchens' brother. Christopher Hitchens being the great atheist. And Peter Hitchens is a man who became an atheist and then had a moment of clarity, or maybe an extended period of clarity, where he went back to becoming more of a man of faith. And so when I read people like this and I look at different religions, I start to go, well, what is my faith, morality, and spirituality? And every time I do one of these things, and I have to explain it, because when you explain something to other people and tell other people your thoughts, that is when you start to become very clear about your own thoughts. So this is a journey. This is a journey for me. I'm at the beginning. Well, I guess you're always at the beginning, because no matter where you are, you're always beginning another leg of your journey, of whatever that journey may be. For me, at this moment, and what I'm doing, it is my journey to understand what makes me tick on a moral and emotional and faith-based level. And by having to put myself on the line and giving this to you, it's like I'm giving you this because I want to have my own feedback, and I want your feedback. And I want to take another step so that I'm more fully understanding of my own faith, morality, and spirituality. So really, I should be thanking you for giving me this opportunity to explore in my soul, or whatever you want to call it, my insides, my emotions, what's important to me, what's important to me in life. And that's why we're here, because we really need to know what is important about our lives that we want to share with ourselves first and then share with others. So that is why I'm doing this, for my exploration and refining and understanding of who I am. Thank you kindly, and God bless.